What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video here on the Samurai Sports Network, and man, does it feel good to say that and to say it with some goddamn enthusiasm. I am super hyped, super happy. Like I said, we are back in business. We are back in the groove. Could my mic stay where it's supposed to be? No, it's not. But regardless, we are back in business. We are back in the groove, and man, does it feel good. Now, today we are getting a mock draft video out. I said I wanted to do 2 to 3, but I'm just going to put this out for today due to the fact that I wasn't able to record. But we're just going to do a quick mock draft, and in it, wow, they got a lot of stuff. In it, I'm going to talk about something that I think is very important. We're just going to do classic because I don't really think that there's a difference, and let's draft. So, the thing I wanted to talk about, which I'll get into the second that our pick gets there, is that I really, I have a hard time believing that people... Okay, let me put this in a really nice way. I have a very hard time believing that people right now in the media know anything about what's going to happen. And let me, we're going to draft Josh Rosen here at 11, but let me just go and say this really quick. I think that they know some things that they're being told, but I think that they're being told bullshit, right? I don't think that they really know anything. I don't think that like I said, I really don't think that they know anything. I think that they're pretty much going off of what is being told to them. I believe what's being told to them is not truth, not factual. And because of that, there's, bullshit being spewed out every single week. And there's something different this week and something different that week. And there's never, ever something that is concrete. There's never something that sticks, And right here, actually, I'm going to go with Hayden Hurst. But there's never something that sticks. It's always this, it's always that. And one day it's Vita Vea. The next day it's, the Dolphins aren't drafting a quarterback. And then the next day after that, it's, the Dolphins are drafting a quarterback in the first round. It's very much a consideration, especially if it's Josh Rosen. And then the next day after that, it's actually, no, we didn't like Baker Mayfield. We really like Josh Rosen. So I feel like right now, no one knows anything. I don't even think that Armando Salguero knows anything. Adam Beasley. I don't think that anybody. I think that they know things, but they don't know things, and you have to really hear that. You can't see that in like a text or on Twitter to understand what I mean by that. You really have to hear what I'm saying in order to understand what I mean. It's not that they don't know anything. They know more than anybody right now. Adam Beasley, freaking Armando Salguero, Omar Kelly, Josh Shad, or Joe Shad, Josh Shad, whatever it was. They know more than anyone right now in the media. When it comes down to the Dolphins, obviously they don't know as much, but right here, I'm actually going to go and draft Malik Jefferson. And I'll go after each pick and why I picked the person and when I picked them and everything like that. Don't worry, I will get into that. But they know things, but they don't know things. And it takes, you hearing that to understand what I mean. But that's really what I believe. I really believe that they know stuff. They know what's happening, but they don't really know. I feel like they're all being fed something to keep them spewed, to keep them on this line of, well, we might do this, but we might do that, but we might do this, but we might do that. And I feel like all the sources within the there's all these people that always say per source is this, per source is that. Really, I feel like the only people that have any concrete sources of really important people are Schefter and Ian Rappaport. Besides that, I feel like everyone's going off of a source that knows somebody, but it's per sources. It's not, it's not a direct involved person, but it's someone that knows something about someone that knows something that knows something. And this is something that's really passionate to me because I see all the time. And actually right now I'm going to take a quick second to look at a running back. I'm actually going to go with Bo Scarborough. But you see this all the time with things in terms of that, oh, it's this, it's that, it's this, it's that. And you have so many people claiming that they have a source. So many people claiming that they know this. And really there's not that many credible people. I mean, it's always these people that, claim that they know something. And most of the time they don't know jack diddly squat, Most of the time, they're just going off of what they heard from somebody, and most of the time, it's not necessarily 100% accurate, and that's a problem. That's a huge problem that we have. I really want to take a receiver, but there's no one that I'm really into right now. I'm going to go with Will Richardson, but it's just like there's nothing concrete. There's nothing factual all the time, and this is a rant along with the draft, and like I said, I'll explain my picks after, but it doesn't make any sense to me because I feel like there should be things that should be better. There should be ways that we could figure this out in better ways. and for them to not lie. Like I said, it seems like every single day there's someone new who has a strong source, and they get a huge following because people on Twitter believe them. And it's like, they could say per source Ryan Tannehill is getting traded tomorrow, and people will be like, well, this says per source. I mean, I should probably see if it's correct and factual, but let me just, believe it because I saw it on the internet. Like, these are things that just, they frustrate me to my core. But, I don't think there's anything you can really do about it. I think right now you're stuck in no situation. And I just have to let you guys know from, tonight to Wednesday to Thursday, do not trust Jack Diddley squat. Do not trust anything. Nothing that you hear from now till then. I have zero sources. I can tell you right now, I do not know a lick, a person, a single human that works within the Dolphins that could give me a source. But do not trust anything. Don't trust your favorite beat writer. Don't trust your favorite Dolphins news source. Don't trust shit. Because at the end of the day, they know as much as we know. And I'm not saying that I have a source that they know as much as we know, but I can goddamn guarantee you that most likely they know what we know. And yes, I'm drafting Pinheiro here in the 6th round. I think they know what we know, and that is that no one really knows. And you just have to take it for what it is and go on from there. And I feel like once we get to Thursday night, once the first round happens, that's when the real bombs will drop. But even then, you don't want to have, picks spoiled for you. Turn off your Twitter notifications. Turn off all of your notifications Thursday night. If you don't want to have anything spoiled for you, if you want to make the draft what it is and something, what it is something outstanding, something great for you to watch, something entertaining, then you got to take it for what it is, the whole 9 yards, and just roll with it. You got to take it for what it is. You got to not trust any outside sources. You got to believe in what you believe, and that is it. And it's just, that's what I just got to go with, honestly. There's nothing really to go off of except for that. And, it's a little bit of a long rant. This is kind of a longish video. I will describe why I picked who I picked right now. But I just want to talk about that. Literally, do not trust anything that you see. And this is just from one person to the other, letting you know that, everything is not as it seems, especially when it comes to the draft, especially when apparently the Browns have no idea who they're picking at 1 when they've had the number 1 pick since January. They've had 4 months. Well, let's be real. They've had the number 1 pick since like December, but they've had 4 to 5 months, if you want to, debate that, to get this concrete and to get it down. So by now, the Browns know who they're picking at 1. Besides that, no one else knows who is who picking. And just to, add this again, there's a video that they're posting now that everyone's laughing about where they, the GM for the Colts, it's a video when he drafted Marshall Faulk and then didn't draft someone else and wanted to go with John Harbaugh and not Trent Dilfer, and they wanted to keep him. They ended up making the AFC Championship game that year. And Marshall Faulk obviously we know went on to have a great career. So he said, who the hell is Mel Kiper anyways? He said he's never been in a jock strap. He's never been a scout, never been a GM, never been this, never been that. And that's something I cannot harp on even better. All these guys that are criticizing things and then come back years later and criticize them after, they don't know Jack Diddley's squad either. They're doing for their media team what everyone else is doing for their media team. They don't do Jack Diddley squat. I said that a lot, but it's true. Either way, go down the line of the list. Josh Rosen. I like Josh Rosen. I've liked Josh Rosen better than all of these quarterbacks, and it's been that way since the beginning of this year. For whatever reason, I just can't like Sam Darnold, can't like Josh Allen, and Baker Mayfield, although I think he could be good, don't think he's the right pick there. I think Josh Rosen is the best quarterback in this class. Hayden Hurst, I like him and Geiske. Malik Jefferson, very, very valuable pick there at linebacker. Bo Scarborough, great pick at running back. Will Richardson, no idea who he is. Eddie Pinheiro, very good kicker. It's rumored that the Dolphins really want him. And it's a 6th round pick. Might as well draft Pinheiro. Braxton Berrios, do I think he'll fall to the 7th round? Hell no. But he's a great pick at a slot receiver and can learn from a guy like Danny Amendola. And then 11, Azim Victor. I think he's a good linebacker out of Washington. Very rough, but he can be able to make it eventually. Very value pick at, obviously, the 7th round, 11th pick of the round, 229. Hope you guys enjoyed my rant. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. It feels good to be back. And as always, peace.